Alright, look at the diffs, man. Look at them diffs, man. As the truck moves, yeah, as the van moves, you can see the diffs, like a part of the diff underneath moving a bit. And then there's an extra tyre right over here for whatever reason. Look there. Hopefully you saw that. But you see me, yeah? I love the techie side of these vehicles because there's just so much to learn about these vehicles. There's an endless amount of stuff that, you know, are underneath this thing. There's endless amount of stuff. There's endless amount of stuff you can learn about the way things operate. Even this, I mean, natural stuff like grass. You can't make grass out of thin air. Yeah, you need to get like flipping stuff. You need to rely on like water. You need to rely on the weather to flipping grow your grass. You can't just make it out like that. But like stuff like this, yeah, this pavement, you can literally like get whatever you want and then make it. I mean, then again, yeah, you gotta wait for stuff to dry. You gotta wait, like, you know, when they're making these roads, they gotta wait for these materials to dry. Okay, some van over here. Subaru. You can hear the turbo. It's that whiny too. But yeah, look at how much stuff is that underneath, bro. All this stuff getting this thing to work. Just all these things over here, the wheels, the flipping diffs. Listen. Trying to get this thing to go. That is such a loud engine fan, man. Honestly. Damn, man. It's a 2020. See, don't matter that. You know, I don't get these vans, all these buses. They get to disobey the noise pollution levels. But then stuff like cars, people who buy their own cars, they have to follow it. They have to follow the rules of the noise levels on the road. But these vans and buses, they can be as loud as they want. I mean, not really, okay, they can't like build it, okay. I think it's like a thing where they can't make the engine loud, but other stuff can be loud. Like, the fan is excused. Nah, but the thing is, some buses, yeah, their engines are loud in general. So how comes they're excused? I don't get it. Like, let's look at the ADL MMCs, for example. I mean the hybrid ADL Euro 6 buses here, or any ADL Euro 6, the exhaust, there's so much noise coming from just the exhaust. On the Euro 6 ADL chassis, there's so much noise just coming from that exhaust. How comes, there goes my point. There goes my original point. How comes these buses here, they're allowed to be as noisy as they want, but cars, they have to be extra quiet? Like, you see all these diesel cars, yeah, you rarely hear these diesel cars. You rarely hear these diesel cars make any noise. Like, all you hear is their tires, that's it. Because they've made the exhaust mufflers on them so complicated, because basically what reduces the sound in the engine is the muffler. All exhaust for cars, normal cars are built with mufflers in the exhaust. They basically block out some of the, like they basically make the particles travel in more areas, yeah, so that it can be quieter. Because the particles from the engine to the exhaust is what's making all the noise. Alright, so that was WHV186. Alright, what do you know? I found another African that was actually polite to me.